There once was a man called Larry Von Joe, who spent all his days at an office far from home. By day he's in a cubicle, reports he would type, and when he's finished he'll get home late at night. To be honest, his life was dull, and he struggled to pay rent. He skipped meals out of fear for life in a tent. But there was one thing he did that put a light in his life, because his favorite thing to do was indeed to screenwrite. He would press away, type, 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 and he worked on his craft every single night. It made him tired and put bags under his eyes, but he knew it was worth it, for his script was a delight. It had action, suspense, romance, and hate, all the things mixed of what made a movie great. He finally typed the end with a smile ear to ear, staring upon a culmination of 4 whole years. He sent his script to all the studios that he could find. He even went and emailed them online. He did everything that he could possibly do to get his wondrous script finally produced. 1 week later, he received a whole flourish of letters, oddly though, from some unexpected senders. He opened one up, and to his utter dismay, it was a pink slip saying he'd be fired in 2 weeks and a day. The next one was worse, saying his rent was overdue, and he had to cough up in dollars $3,002. "Oh no, how could they?" he exclaimed with dismay. "I can't pay this off if I'm fired right away." He sunk to the ground in quite the large mope. He knew that getting this script made was his last and only hope. So he waited and waited and waited for a response, but the only mail he got were useless coupons. Larry continued to wait, and 2 weeks went by, but he still hadn't gotten a single reply. So on the 15th day, he went to get his things. 4 years for nothing, sadness is what it brings. But as he walked through the elevator doors, he noticed an oddly familiar face, but he wasn't sure. "Are you Gary Gray, CEO of Sycamore Studios, the most famous production company, and has won many kudos?" "Why, yes it is. Why is it, you ask?" His final chance, his moment at last. "My name is Larry Von Joe," he began to say. "Stop right there. This is the 3rd pitch today. But my script is different, the most unique one today, and I worked quite hard to get it this way." "Okay then," he said. "Why does it stand out?" "Well, let me tell you, sir, and you'll find out." "Fine," he said, "then I'm all ears." "It's an honor," he said. "It's been 4 years." So he began his pitch, speaking so eloquent, hoping the delivery will leave Gary content. It was an epic tale that had a little bit of everything. A lovable protagonist, the enemy bone-chilling. Just when the crowd thinks things are going one way, the fine twist takes place and leads off astray. In the end of the movie, when the audience tears up, it will deliver good morals for families to cheer up. But as he continued and started to carry on, Gary got to his floor. He had taken too long. Larry was in dismay, but still asked, "What do you think?" He replied, "Well, I'll think about it over a good drink." "Good day to you, sir. Good day to you as well. But I've a meeting, if you couldn't tell." He walked out of the elevator, and the doors closed. Larry knew that he was completely hosed. Being homeless wasn't bad, but he imagined what could have been if his amazing screenplay was able to be seen. "Why are you here?" Larry Joe sadly asked. "I thought that you gave my great screenplay a pass." "What do you mean?" Gary Gray confusingly replied. "I've been looking for your presence for 14 days and nights." As it turns out, Gary Gray loved the script. The pitch had sent him on an emotional trip. He loved it so much that he searched for Larry Joe. Only yesterday, he heard he's at the Park of Old Foe. Larry's face lit up with tons and tons of glee. Finally, Larry could be living in his dreams. So Larry exclaimed, "Where can I sign?" And Gary brought out a contract. "We'll start tomorrow at this time."